Hey everybody, this is Jonathan Ogden, and you're listening to the What's Bruin Show.
Hey Bruin fans, this is David Singleton, and you're listening to the What's Bruin Show. Go Bruins.
Hey, this is Wayne Cook, and you're listening to What's Bruin Show.
Hey guys, it's Chris Johnson, UCLA national champion. I need y'all to listen to the What's Bruin Show. These dudes are off the hook.
This is Maurice Jones-Drew, and you're listening to the What's Bruin Show.
You're listening to the What's Bruin Show, part of the What's Bruin Show network, with your hosts, Jake Berryfield and Mike Regalado, and occasionally some friends, talking all things UCLA sports. And now, it's time for the What's Bruin Show.
Well, hello and welcome to What's Bruin. I want to give you a little peek behind the curtain in that. In a second, the sound quality is going to drop dramatically because I had a little sound snafu unwittingly at the beginning of the show where I forgot to plug the board in. And so the sound is going to be like we're talking out of tin cans, and it's just through my computer microphone. But it's good enough to listen. And, you know, it was podcast gold, our little discussion about the South Bay and the show open. So I'm going to let that roll. So we're going to start the show over in just a moment. The sound will be bad for a minute until it's not, which will be about 10 minutes in. So I apologize in advance. First time that's happened in a long time. Other than that, it's a short show. Enjoy it and go Bruins. Well, hello and welcome to What's Bruin. I want to give you a little peek behind the curtain in that. In a second, the sound quality is going to drop dramatically because I had a little sound snafu unwittingly at the beginning of the show where I forgot to plug the board in. And so the sound is going to be like we're talking out of tin cans, and it's just through my computer microphone. But it's good enough to listen. And, you know, it was podcast gold, our little discussion about the South Bay and the show open. So I'm going to let that roll. So we're going to start the show over in just a moment. The sound will be bad for a minute until it's not, which will be about 10 minutes in. So I apologize in advance. First time that's happened in a long time. Other than that, it's a short show. Enjoy it and go Bruins.
Well, hello and welcome to What's Bruin. I am your host, Jake Merrifield, and I'm joined by my good buddy, Mike Regalado. He's here. He's awesome.
What's up, y'all?
And, yeah, Mike, you know, what are we going to do today? I think it's already time for this.
Good night, everybody.
That's about what I got.
Well, I have a few things to talk about basketball-wise, but even if we're in the middle of basketball season, you're not ready for the basketball talk, are you?
Absolutely not. I'm always in this posture, basically. But that's okay. It's the What's Bruin Show on the What's Bruin Show network. Thank you for your support. We just got a new subscriber on something, so thank you for that. You know, Mike, we used to have we still do. It's a Slack channel. When's the last time you looked at the Slack channel? I think my iPhone
actually today, because
is there anybody
who was a Crispy Bruin?
Okay, good.
That's why
I just need to rejoin
about Purdue because he just put it on the Slack channel.
I just need to rejoin it because I think it got deleted off my phone somehow, and so I apologize to our wonderful Slack people. Anyways,
it has been in use. Especially
if you're a subscriber, thank God.
Basketball.
If you're a subscriber and you want the Slack channel thingy, then let me know. Because if you are sending us then I will give you whatever you want because we don't do a whole lot of bonus content at this point. Anything you want. But anyways, but you know, just bear with us. You know, we're two professionals out there doing this little pirate ship podcast on our own, and we do appreciate all of your support. That support would be through the Patreon or through the Substack, patreon.com/whatsbruinshow or whatsbruinshow.com or whatsbruin.substack.com. And also, you can see the show on YouTube. Just search What's Bruin Show and look for the UCLA stuff. And the hotline, 805-399-4WBS. Suck it. Ray Troy, who I'm having dinner with on Thursday.
Nice.
And then they're moving to the South Bay.
Nice.
And then we'll probably never have dinner again. Because that's what happens with the South Bay types. Right, Jorge? Right, Jorge?
Oh, he's...
Right, Jorge.
Isn't he Long Beach?
No, he's San Pedro. He's where the ghetto meets the sea, in San Pedro.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, but Mike, you bring up something that
I
got dressed down by one Michael Castillo of the South Bay.
You got dressed down?
Dressed down. You know, it's like, I got, you know, this means I told off.
All right.
Okay. Because I plead ignorance, absolutely, to this, even though I'm usually very good with geography, especially Southern California geography. Because I grew up a person from the land of the dirt people, the Inland Empire, and I know very clearly what the Inland Empire is and what the Inland Empire isn't. Like Pomona, not the Inland Empire. That's LA County. That's LA. Pomona, not. Okay? But you get to Fontucky? Oh, hell yeah, that's freaking the Inland Empire. Rancho Cucamonga? Yeah, Inland Empire.
Also, how
That's
lazy
San
is
Bernardino.
this? How lazy is this? Putting two cities next to each other on the county border, Montclair and Claremont. Lazy.
But I kind of like that symmetry type thing. That's kind of fun. That's kind of fun.
Absolutely.
I don't mind it. Anyway, so here's my faux pas. Is I apparently lumped LBC, Long Beach, Strong Beach, into the South Bay.
Oh, no.
It's absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
It's its own city.
No. It's on the other side of the peninsula.
And it's on the other side of the peninsula, which I didn't really. But is San Pedro part of the South? San Pedro is
No,
actually
no.
LA City.
No, because Pedro's between Long Beach and the Palos Verdes.
I got to pull them out.
Yeah.
So, but please describe to me your parameters for what the South Bay is, and do not make it more than a 2-word answer of Jake. It's the south part of the bay. I guess more than 2 words, but you know. What
No,
I'm saying.
exactly. But that part that juts out between Long Beach and South Bay, Redondo, Manhattan, all that stuff, Palos Verdes. That's kind of like the cutoff.
Yeah, Palos Verdes,
everything on the
PB
west,
and all that.
everything on the west side, from the Hollywood Riviera up to about Venice, right before Venice, is South Bay. Everything on the east side, the south/east side, is that first part is San Pedro, and then you got the LBC.
I see what we're saying now. It's like after you go around this horn here.
Yeah, there you go. The part that's
Now I understand.
Yeah, all that.
I didn't never look at that.
We're actually looking at a map right now. All of that peninsula is slowly slipping into the ocean. So hey, South Bay might be a part of Long Beach soon. So
Yeah, if they just slice that off, then we might be cooking with gas. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's my mistake. It's totally my mistake. But with that being said, Michael and Alicia are moving to the South Bay.
Yeah.
And what I would always say about
It's
UCLA,
still damn far. I mean, come on.
yeah, what I would always say about UCLA people, like all of our group, the Laval people,
Yeah.
most of those people either went north to the valley
Mhm.
or south to somewhere around the South Bay or Long Beach.
Yeah.
Now I'm being corrected, that sort of area.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes when it's 120 degrees in Porter Ranch
Oh yeah.
and the wind's blowing at about 60 miles an hour, I'm like, maybe I should have moved south instead of north.
Yeah.
But, it is still.
But you
I
get
can't
fantastic wins.
complain. The fucking wind. Yeah. Anyways, all right. So that's enough of that, Mike. Honestly, really, like, I don't have a whole lot to say to you
Yeah.
right now. I was thinking we could try calling Bill and seeing, because he went to the game.
That's
with
right.
Jordan.
He took a picture of me, and I was just kind of.
You guys were at the game, so I think we should try to get this, like, try to get
text him,
him on.
see what's
No.
going on.
We're just gonna call him, and he's gonna not answer me. And I'm gonna be mad that he didn't answer me. And I'm gonna talk shit. I'm not gonna text him in advance. And by the way, I did. You know when he'd answer me?
Huh.
Tomorrow. At
Yeah,
about 3.
exactly.
So I mean, like, what's the point? So
Okay,
I'm gonna
well,
hook up my Bluetooth,
There is.
and we're gonna try to call him, and we're gonna talk about the UCLA basketball game, the men's game that you guys were all at.
Well, before you do that, really quick,
Of course.
we don't have football because everything is dying down with the transfer portal. we need to wait to see when spring ball is, and now we're in the off season. We're in the doldrums of depression because there's no football until August, basically. But
Well, we get the spring camp thingy.
yeah, but
that'll
it's,
have
it's,
some
it's
fervor.
all right, but it's
But
not
I'm
football.
I'm generally
But
with you. Yes.
with the final game of the the football season for football lovers, Seattle Seahawks take down the New
Super
England
Bowl.
Patriots. Good game, actually boring ass game.
Zach
Great
Charbonnet
fourth
wins the
quarter.
Super Bowl.
Great fourth quarter.
On
And
the
that's what I
seventh.
was going to say. Jake Bobo, your UCLA
Jake Bobo.
wide receiver, is a Super Bowl champion. So that's our football news.
Did Bobo get in the game at all?
I think he was in the game. He just wasn't targeted.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
And Charbonnet was hurt. He blew out his Achilles
yeah.
or something.
Early
No,
in the
ACL
season,
and no, like in the playoff. Yeah, that sucked. And
Yeah,
then
so-
and then of course Sam Darnold, first SC quarterback to win the stupid Super Bowl.
yeah,
which
yeah.
blows.
Good
First-
for him. I
first
guess,
SC quarterback to
'cause
be in the Super Bowl.
He's had a
I guess
tough
if
trial.
any
tough-
SC quarterback was going to win it though, like I kind of like Darnold more than I like
yeah,
the
he's
other
the
guys.
least douchiest.
I could get behind that. I can get behind that.
Yeah, and someone threw out this. He was in the same class with Josh Allen and who's the other guy? So Josh Allen, he was pretty much one of the
Who was
best
that class?
quarterbacks this year. Still not even close to a Super Bowl.
Well, he got pretty close.
But who else was in that class? Josh Rosen.
Oh yeah, Chosen Rosen.
And now he's a lawyer, or taking on lawyering classes. So good for him. And
Yeah.
So that's our football
tells me a
talk.
lot.
Yay, go Bobo.
All right, good.
Yeah. So what's did you connect yet?
I did. We'll try to call him right now. Let's introduce you. I mean, so we'll start with the men's basketball, Mike,
Yes,
if you don't
so-
mind, in case we get Bill. But let me try this.
Oh my God. Okay. Now I want to apologize for the first 10 minutes of the show because I didn't have the guy dang Roadcaster plugged in, and so it's all super low. And I always make fun of other shows for having horrible sound. And now here we are opening the show with the worst sound ever.
And
So
sorry
if
if we
you're-
just blew out your ears.
If you're just yeah, I know. Look at that. I'm gonna juice the front part up, Mike. So it'll,
that'll work.
But anyways, if you're a listener of this show and you've heard me talk shit about other people's sound, I apologize right now for that. That was terrible. I plugged in the Roadcaster. No, lo and behold, now the mics work. And I thought we were talking to the mics before, and it turns out they weren't actually going. But I could see it on the thing. That's why I'm so mad right now. Anyways, so let's try to call Bill real quick because we played basketball talk. I'll try it again. Let's do that. So Bill would be talking so much shit.
Over the airwaves.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's up?
we want to talk to you about your basketball experience with Jordan and Mike.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hey, it's Bill Shirley. Welcome to the show, everybody. Gee whiz, welcome back. Bill, you'll love this.
What's going on?
I actually started the show without the Roadcaster plugged in, and so the first 10 minutes of the show is me and Mike talking into tin cans, which really bothers me. But it was like podcast gold, so I'm not going to get rid of it. But you would have been talking some mad shit.
I know, but it's all good. And MIK, it's good to hear your voice. How are you?
You too, sir. You texted right before the game, and I was like, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And I was gonna go try to say hi, what's up, and then I just had a lot of work to do. Plus, I was coming off a cold, so I was like when I left, I was like, "Oh, damn, I forgot to go say hi to Bill." But
we were texting. That's fine. We were texting. That's fine.
And the
I
Bill
figured you were busy.
yeah, but you were in the building. Come on, Bill is in the building.
in the Godfather seats. So there you go.
Nice.
That's right.
So, Bill, you were there for UCLA versus Washington. They end up winning the game 77-73. You and Mike are now going to have a detailed conversation about this game. So, what were your thoughts about the game?
Are you asking me or Mike?
You, Bill, Shirley.
I would say it was good to get the win. We needed to win against that team because we couldn't. Losing that game would really have messed us up for getting into the tournament. But it was one where just the defense it's just a little frustrating. We have these slow starts as usual. Was it 16-1 in the beginning? I think some crazy number in the beginning of the first half. But we came back, fought, and everything. And second half, we started fighting some more. And we got up a few minutes to go, up by 10 or 11 points. And then we just poo it away. And it's like we poo it away to the same dude hit 2 or 3 threes in a row. I'm like, are we not going to defend this guy? And my son Jordan has become. He said, "Dad, I really love UCLA basketball." He's like, not as much football, but basketball. I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Shocking.
We got you for one.
That's like a true Shirley.
But he does love Jamar. What's his name? Is it Jamar? Jamar Brown.
Jamar Brown. Dude, that dude's a baller.
Yes, and here's the thing: he just gets frustrated, as do I, on why is he not playing more? Because he can actually play defense and he hustles. And I'm like, some of these other guys, it's just that the coach puts in are just very frustrating. But anyway, it's just one of those things where it should have been a double-digit win. I'm happy we won, but man, I just felt like the defense in the last. Yeah, I feel like the second half or the last couple minutes could have been a better close for us. Mike, what are your thoughts?
How about you?
Yeah, I mean, to jump off of that, it's how is UCLA going to go toe to toe with Arizona, with Gonzaga, beat Purdue, and then just barely beat Washington, a team they should have blown out of the water, a team that's in the bottom half of the Big Ten. They went against Rutgers 98 to what was it, 66. That was that was a good game. Then you lose to Indiana in double overtime. And for that game, a lot of people were saying how, that last play, but final plays aren't the culmination of what happened in the entire game. There was an entire game where UCLA didn't execute. And yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Defense was it's just not there. How are you going to let this guy get open, hit these threes? It's just mind blowing. And
do you guys think the defense is improving though, or is like
no,
start and stop, setback?
It's inconsistent. It's really good sometimes, and then it's like
that's the word.
Yeah, it's like
that's the word.
It's like you're
just like what's that guy's name, Mike? Booker. Like one game he plays well, he plays good defense, actually gets rebounds. Other games like last night, he was just like blah 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 blah. It's just the inconsistencies. I think Mike hit it on the head. Is what plagues this team. But once again, I'm not gonna. Look, they won the game. I get it. And by the way, Mike, you know how like Michigan pilfered us for Adai Mara. We should be pilfering Washington for those two big guys. Those guys are good. Like if they could play a little bit more sound, if they were coached better, that team could be really good. Those guys are like 6'10" giants. We should get those guys. We should have Mick Cronin trying to recruit those two big guys.
It's funny you say that, Bill, because I want to say this is true that when the Bruins went up to Washington, earlier in the season, right after the Cal loss, they won the game 82-80 up there in Seattle. And after that game, one of my dear friends, Jason Rubel, he was telling me that his wife, and their Bruins, was saying, and she's very Suzanne-like in that regard, and that she's engaged with the basketball team, and she said the same thing you just said, Bill. Is she wants to steal those guys from Washington. So why the F not, Mike?
What?
Where are these guys?
Why the F not?
Exactly.
No, why not, Mike? We're asking you a question.
Oh, I don't know. Well, that actually is a deep question because you have NIL, you have, do they have availability? I think they do. Either way, like just the point is that, going back to the defense, what you were saying, Bill, it was like within the first 2 minutes, a Washington guy has an easy layup uncontested. And I put it out there on the social medias. I'm like, oh, so we're just going to do the Matador defense. Haven't done this since Alford, and I got a few chuckles. But I'm not wrong. Like, how are you letting, and this happens a few different times in every single game, just someone is going into the paint, throwing a layup uncontested in the half court. That should never happen.
Yeah.
Which doesn't seem characteristic of a Cronin team, right?
But it's like it shouldn't have. I mean, and our big men, you got Booker's one big man. He just can't play defense. He's just not built for it. Sorry, by this time you should be better, and you're not. And you have the other guy. I forgot. God, I'm blanking on his name. The guy with the Jamerson, who is like raw, who has some defensive abilities, but doesn't really have the offensive side of it. Mm-hmm. Right? It's just. I don't know. He put all his eggs in the Donovan Dent basket, and I mean, you can see some of the pitfalls of that. I'm not saying Donovan has gotten better. By the way, a little side note, he's gotten better. But in terms of what we need, no, he was not. He was not. I never said he was my magic man.
That's true.
I never did.
That's true.
But either way, it shows some of the holes on our team, and I feel like maybe we could be a little. We still wouldn't be able to compete with competent bigs. But man, if our defense was more consistent, we would do better.
Well,
being consistent would help out a lot. Being consistent.
And with that being said, though, the Bruins have now won 7 out of 9, and they've won 5 out of 6 in the Big Ten schedule. And now they are facing a 3-game slog.
Dun, dun, dun.
3 ranked teams in a row. Michigan, Michigan, at Sparty. That's number 2 and number 10 respectively. And then they host Illinois and SC that following weekend. But Illinois is ranked number 8, I think. I'm looking at it right. And so what do you guys, Mike Regalado, I'll start with you. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think of the Bruins' chances in these 3 games? And how important are they?
Hold on.
Oh, go ahead, Bill.
Wait, hold on just for 1 second. Guys, you got me while I'm driving. I'm about to drive. I'm about to go into Porter Ranch, which is notorious for not having Verizon signal. So
okay.
Just FYI. So
if you cut out, that's
just
fine.
I'm going to probably cut out, but just
Where
FYI.
Are you going?
But either way, I'm going out to dinner with the missus.
Oh, Suzanne's there?
Well, no, she's not in the car. She's in her car. We had to go to a volleyball thing in high school.
Where are you going to dinner?
We all drove. A place called Claudine's.
Oh, you're going to Claudine. I know I'm 2 degrees of separation from the owner of that.
Well, then you're
up.
Then you were 1 degree with me. Why? Because I used to do crab with him, Krav Maga with him for years.
Fun. Wait.
Yeah.
You don't know a big
Anthony.
Oh, okay, crazy. You don't know a guy named Larry Scott, do you? Like a big, like wrestling type guy that knows, like, he's like a giant, not super athletic ninja.
No, I
Okay.
don't. But
Anyways,
I, you know,
that's fine.
maybe
Anyways,
my face.
It's a great UCLA
Anyways,
podcast.
yeah, I know. Mike, what do you think about the 3-game stretch? And then Bill, and then
Yeah, no, that's going to be tough because it's at Michigan. This team is licking their chops. They're number 2 in the nation. Arizona just lost last night, so if Michigan beats UCLA, they get the number 1 spot. UCLA should ideally be ready. But really quickly, Bill touched upon something. Why aren't these guys more, playing better defense, especially this late in the season? Well, Cronin basically picked offensive-minded guys, that can play some defense, and he's trying to force them to play Cronin defense. That's just kind of not why it's working. But going back to this, I think UCLA will kind of put up a fight. But just what Michigan is doing all around, not just with Mara, I mean, these guys are just scoring like crazy. And because of that, with UCLA's inconsistencies on defense, it does not look good.
Bill, what are your thoughts? 3-game stretch, 3 ranked opponents. How important? How they gonna do?
We're gonna. It's very important, but we'll be lucky to get 1. If we get 1,
Yes, yeah.
Damn it, Claudine's is close. Damn it.
Good intel.
Damn it.
Go to Gus's or go to
We'll figure it out.
No, go to
We'll go to Islands.
yeah.
Go to Islands.
Oh, don't go to Islands. Don't go to
All right.
Islands. Go to
I gotta
Gus's
get-
or go to Finney's.
I
Hold
gotta
on.
go.
No, you can't go quite yet. I have one question for you.
I gotta go.
I have one question. What kind of hookup are you going to get at Claudine's?
No hookup.
Oh,
Hookup. I get no hookup, but it's still nice to support.
It's good to support
You
the team.
guys take care.
Bye.
All right, Bill.
Man.
Fucker.
Bye.
That was Bill Shirley, everybody.
But no, I mean, even against Michigan State, they're still in contention for the Big Ten championship. They are number 13 in the nation, and Izzo always has his teams prepared.
I to the Izzo.
It just going into Michigan and Michigan State back to back. If they're going to win anything, it might be against Illinois. But damn, even Illinois is looking really good. They're going to make a lot of Illinois this year.
Oh man!
And if they come away with 1 win in this 3-game stretch, that's good. Let's look it up. But can they? Will they? They do play up to their opponents, but that's the thing about being an inconsistent team. Who knows what team is going to show up? So
No, absolutely. I get it. And Bill just said he thought they're going to go 1-2 if they're lucky. That would put them at 10-6. And right there, staying in the mid. Right now, they're in the top of the mid pack. That put them in the middle of the mid pack.
Yeah.
With the Badgers and the Hoosiers and the Trojans and all that, and the Buckeyes as well. So and that's where it drops off. After you get to the Buckeyes, it's Washington, everybody else with the sub 500 records. All right. Well, I guess we'll just have to see how they do. I'm curious to see if this is a team that's going to be. So, Mike, it just sounds to me like you and Bill too aren't super confident in this being a Cronin team that kind of like peaks. If you get what I'm saying.
no,
Like they're too jagged and inconsistent. And yada yada yada. Is that fair?
And yeah, exactly. And they're falling. If they lose these next 3 games, and who knows what happens, because even the games after that are treacherous. USC at home, at Minnesota, at Nebraska. No. That one's at Pauley Pavilion against Nebraska. Nebraska is a good team. And then at USC, man, if that's going to be tough to have a winning record out of that. What is that? 7-game stretch. And that goes into what I was talking about last week, where in the last 2 seasons, and it kind of seems like it's happening again, UCLA has a stretch of where they lose some games, have a stretch of like winning some key games in the middle of conference season, and then they end conference season with some just a bad streak of losses.
Yeah.
This is kind of looking like that, so let's hope not. I mean, if that's
But there's also you say that, but then by that same token, it's also an opportunity. Right?
Definitely. I mean,
well, we'd be surprised if they took advantage of the opportunity, is what we're saying.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I would be surprised if they come out of this 4-3 out of those 7 games.
Okay. Well, Mike, I think we've said enough about that. Let's talk about the girls. Those ladies playing basketball.
Women's basketball. See, you
I
said
was
it
just about to
appropriately.
say because you freaking went on there.
No,
and
you said
chastised Stephen A. Smith for saying the
Well,
lady
no,
Bruins.
you said it properly. The ladies.
Oh yeah, they are the ladies.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Stephen A. Smith is not Lady Bruins.
And I don't want to defend him because he's a dick.
Exactly.
Whatever.
So is Stephen A.
Whatever
Smith.
that guy. I see what you did. Okay.
No, I got chastised by my freshman year. There was a freshman living on my floor, Sproul 7 North. 7 North. She was a I think she was a assistant for the men's team. But one time I said Lady Bruins. She goes, "It's just Bruins." I'm like,
Bruins.
oh, okay. So
I get that.
And yeah, and UCLA, they don't call themselves the Lady Bruins. They're just Bruins.
But they
so
are
Stephen A. Smith,
ladies
get
that
your crap
play
together, bro.
Blues basketball, yeah.
Dear God.
Yeah, he sucks.
Anyway, so yeah, he's
Okay, so they got 5 games left, 2 ranked opponents.
Yeah.
They're just marching through their schedule. They beat Michigan.
Mm-hmm. That was tough. That was close.
They beat down Iowa. They beat down Rutgers, but then they had this Michigan game. So, Mike, I want you to spend most of your time, or I want you to spend your time talking about whatever you want to talk about with women's basketball.
Yeah.
But I want to especially talk about this Michigan game that was maybe too close for comfort.
So do you want me to talk about Michigan or just how they are in general?
I would say whatever you want,
Okay.
but I want you to make sure that you talk a little bit about the Michigan.
Oh, definitely.
you were
Yeah,
going to
and it's against it was against the number 8 team, which funny enough, Michigan loses to UCLA and they moved up a spot in the AP poll.
Yeah.
Nice. So it was going to be tough, and no doubt it was. UCLA trailed 17-13 at the half. At the end of the first quarter, and then they outscored Michigan 20-13 in the second, outscored them 21-15. But Michigan came back in the fourth quarter. UCLA had a double-digit lead for most of the second half, and it looked like probably around the 5-minute mark they were going to cruise to the win, and Michigan just started clawing their way back, and it was a little concerning. UCLA kind of took their gas off the pedal. Kiki Rice missed. She's a good free throw shooter. She missed 2 key free throws down the stretch in the last minute. I believe it was. And it was like UCLA literally just had to hold them off. Just play some freaking defense. And that's the thing that Corey Close has said. She wants this team to be the best defensive team in the nation. Didn't really show it in that game, but looking ahead, they are at Michigan State on Wednesday night. Considering that the Bruins have had lackluster third quarters, it was against Rutgers. They had a lackluster second quarter, and the fact that the fourth quarter wasn't great for UCLA. Yeah, she should probably have some Cronin-esque type of conversations with him, practices, because you cannot.
A lot of bleeps.
Yeah, you cannot go down this path this late in the conference. Although I don't think it would be Cronin-esque. I remember there was this one time I got to see practice, and she stopped practice, and she goes, "What are we doing here? Playing tiddlywinks?" And I thought to myself,
nice.
I'm in my 40s.
Yeah.
I don't think any of these women
have no idea what tiddlywinks are.
They don't know what the hell tiddlywinks.
Any idea?
So I heard that. I'm like, wow, that's some John Wooden-esque cussing right there. But yeah, they have to get their head on straight because they need to play 40 minutes. Especially, I'm defending them and saying that they should be at least in the conversation for being the number 1 team in the nation. They have 13 quad 1 wins.
Number 1 spot.
UConn, yes, they're undefeated, but they play in the was it the Big East? It's just weak. They're destroying people because it's a weak conference. UCLA has a 9-1 record against the top 25. I think UConn is something like 5-3, 5-0. No, they haven't lost. 5 or 6 wins against the top 25.
But bottom line, it's just important that they're 1 or 2 so that they get the biggest, the home regional thingy, right?
Yeah, and definitely like right now, number 2.
Right now they're in Sacktown.
Yeah,
LA.
they lock up one of the 2 Sacramento regions.
Yeah.
And even if they're number 4, I think they would get
They'd still probably be over there.
the Sacramento region. I don't think they're going to ship them off to Texas for like, oh, you got one loss. But yeah, keep winning. Obviously, it seems like they could run the table, but you don't want to chance anything. You need to put teams away, even if they have a number in front of their name, like Michigan State. I have a feeling that the Bruins are going to maybe smack around Sparty a little bit. And then they have Indiana, Washington, Wisconsin, and then they're at USC. Still a tough stretch. They can definitely go undefeated in that stretch, but they have to focus. They have to realize what is at stake here.
And all these games, by the way, are on decent feeds. The smallest one being the Big Ten Network game against Washington.
Yeah.
But the Sparty game, the Hoosier game, that's 211, 215. And then the Wisconsin game on 222 are all on the cock. And then at SC is on FS1.
FS1, yeah.
I mean, like,
so you'll be able to see them, yeah.
Watch the team.
Yeah,
like, watch
exactly,
the team.
exactly.
Watch this show. I got that here somewhere.
Yeah, and the Bruins are getting accolades. Kiki Rice just got co-Big Ten Player of the Week. Lauren Betts is on the 20-person John Wooden Award.
My whole pad is frozen. I don't have any buttons and it won't change. I don't know why. It's so frustrating.
Sucks, bro.
God damn it.
But
sounds Robbie Pape.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, all right.
God damn it.
Yeah.
What a shame.
What did you say? It didn't register.
Lauren Betts was one of the 20
He's a baller.
The top 20 players for the Wooden Award.
Just a baller, man.
But I put this out there on the Twitter last week. I honestly don't think Lauren Betts is going to get the Player of the Year, maybe Defensive Player of the Year again. But and it's not that she hasn't put up the numbers. It's just that there have been so many. She has so much help and support around her that she doesn't need to do anything. Like last year, she was definitely in contention.
This is a team of ballers.
Yeah, she was definitely in contention for the Player of the Year. She's definitely going to get All-American. But Gabriela Jaquez, Gianna Neekmans are just killing it from 3-point. Like Jaquez is just the Swiss Army knife. She does everything. Kiki Rice has been just amazing as a point guard, as a rebounder, as a scorer. All of her numbers have improved. And despite the fact that her scoring isn't up there with the rest of the team, Charlize Leisure-Walker is helping out in other ways. She has one of the best assist to turnover ratios in the nation.
Nice.
She's finding players like all over the court. So that having basically 2 point guards is really helping this team. And I think that they can go up against UConn and put up a fight much better than last year. But I also think that they are a little bit more prepared. Now, does that mean that UConn is a weaker team? No, definitely not. They have beaten some quality teams like Michigan, who UCLA just beat. But when it comes down to it, if it comes down to it, that's going to be a really good game. And just now, probably a little bias in there, but just seeing how these two teams are made up, I think UCLA could take UConn if they do made up in a championship game, if it will, and take them out.
UCLA. UCLA. Fight.
Well, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything else?
I'm looking into plane tickets and hotels for Phoenix around the...
And we have our correspondents for Sacktown.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Coming to you live from Sacramento, California via the What's Bruin Show.
I can't wait.
But yeah, the Bruins are on a roll. They just stop with the lulls. Stop with the putting a little break mid game. Rest after the game. Okay, just come out swinging. Hide some brass knuckles, or something. Just really knock out your opponents. The Bruins just don't care if there's a number in front of them, if they're playing a ranked team. They just want to get the win. And but they need to play all 40 minutes for the rest for these 5 remaining games.
It's like this whole thing is locked. I mean,
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
weird.
Like, look,
Very
I'm
weird.
trying to mute things. I can't mute things.
Weird.
I don't know. I'm going to have to reboot it. I wish Jack was here. I think he has experience with the Rodecaster.
Nice.
I know.
Well,
Michael
at least
does.
we have proper audio. So there's that.
I have a lot of experience with the thing too, and I just still don't know how to work the damn. I'm so depressed right now.
That's all right.
All I want to do on this stupid show, especially in basketball season, is push buttons. That's all I want to do.
It's 3 a.m. I'm on the corner wearing my leather. This dude comes up and he's like,
How I
hey,
feel
Paul.
about-
I'm like, yeah, whatever.
This time of year, it's that. Whatever, man. So, anyways,
whatever.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I can't get to. Well, here I can play it right here. But do you have anything else to talk about, Mike?
No, that's pretty much it. I mean,
What's brewing with you? What's brewing with me?
Early night for us.
What's brewing with you?
that's fine. It's raining.
That's right.
I gotta get home.
Mikey,
So,
what's wrong with you?
what did I do this weekend? It was a busy weekend. I was taking the kids here and there. What did we do? Oh, yeah. So we started the weekend. Okay, so I freaking love the Olympics, summer and winter. So the kids and I, we sat down on Friday night, watched the opening ceremonies. Absolutely loved it. It was a little bit of a, obviously I wasn't with the kids, but I should have been high. That opening ceremonies was trippy.
Right.
It was crazy.
Oh, you're right, dude. Because we were at Larson's Grill.
Uh-huh. Was it on one of the TVs in the background?
It was.
Yeah.
It was super trippy. And it's funny because I wasn't going to be part of my What's Brewing, but I'll just interject real quick.
Okay, go.
We were at Larson's Grill,
Uh-huh.
and that's a place, it's connected with Larson's, but it's like a kind of a lower standard than a nice steakhouse, but it's way above a regular restaurant.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to get good service in there, and you're supposed to have a good bar and get good drinks, and then have like, you have prime rib or, there's a lot of good stuff in there. You have like a nice chop salads or whatever. Anyways, we're in there for like 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes, and nobody's even come up to us. I'm like, dude, thanks, Mike.
It's still.
And then this kid comes up, and he's the water boy. The guy's just, just the bus boy. And he like gives the water, and I'm like, dude, is there like a waiter around here, bro? And he's like, oh, I'll go check right now. And he like runs off and he comes back. And this guy proceeded to, for the entire rest of our meal, when nobody else was like serving us, he would like, he tried to take our drink order and and all this stuff. And he was a totally cool dude. And his name was Dylan. But he at the end of the meal, I'm like, dude, so what is your deal, bro? Like, how long have you lived and see me? Because I don't know, Mike, if you know this about me, if I'm sitting someplace and there's people there that I haven't talked to, like this has developed in the last 10 years of mine.
Yeah.
But basically I say like 4 sentences to them, and then they proceed to tell me their life story. Like I just have that sort of, I know that's like my gift now or whatever.
Whoa.
So this guy lives in Simi. The reason he lives in Simi is because he's been here for a couple years, because he's like 25, but he went through the ringer and he was on, he had some interactions with the law and interactions with some issues with drugs and things. And now he's been sober for 2 years and he's working as a busboy at the Larson's Grill. I love this kid. And he went out of his way to help us when nobody else helped us. So then obviously when we left, I tipped him off separately. And he's like, dude, this is awesome. And, he's a good kid.
He went above and beyond.
And I was proud of him. And I want to give a shout out to that dude that was working at Larson's Grill. So anyways, Mike, you started this with the Olympic ceremonies were trippy.
Yeah. So like, I mean, they're just doing stuff. And all of a sudden my kids are like, what are the people in white and black? Oh my God, they're notes. And I didn't even catch it. I'm like, oh God, dude, that's awesome. Notes. Acrylic paint falling from the sky, dancers here and there. My kids were like, is this every opening ceremonies? I'm like, yes. I don't know why it's taken them this long to match my enthusiasm with the Olympics, but they started to do that. And they got really into downhill skiing, the ski jump, speed skating, and luge. They were Violet was like kind of in it. She's like, this is cool. Poppy and Hugo were just like, whoa, they're going that fast? They're only on a sled? I'm like, yeah, dude, this is gnarly. So yeah, so we were in and out of the Olympics for a good portion of the weekend. Sunday comes up, Super Bowl. Had to see the Green Day. And another thing, they're all of a sudden into the Super Bowl now. And not just, the halftime show with Bad Bunny and the Green Day,
which is great,
but like they were actually interested in the game, even though it was boring first half.
Defensive struggle.
Yeah, but that was one hell of a fourth quarter by Seattle. Good on them. Bobo gets his ring. But yeah, that's basically just me just bonding with the kids over sports, which I'm so happy about.
Fun stuff.
And really quickly, my daughter Poppy last week was in her team's championship game. They unfortunately lost. And she was depressed. I was like, you guys are in second place. You guys fought till the very end. And so I was just trying to hype her up and tell her, hey, if you weren't upset, That would be worrisome.
Yeah.
But you're pissed that you didn't win. I'm like, it's a heart of a champion right there.
That's right.
So
That's
yeah,
good.
just propping them up. Good sports weekend with the kids.
Jake, that UCLA football cynics.
That's right.
What'd you do? What's brewing with you?
Good job, Puppy. Thank you. I already said something about my interaction with Larson Grove, but also my daughter. You mentioned the Super Bowl. She was actually at the Super Bowl.
Yes.
So
you sent us a picture. Yeah.
Megan of the Bare Minimum.
The Bare Minimum
was actually this Megan. She says this. Where she?
Go Bruins!
And
she was behind Brandy Carlisle.
Now she's a Bear. Yeah. So go Bears. Where's that one go? Go Bears.
Go Bears!
And yeah, dude. She was with the Cal Band, and she had the opportunity to be on the field before the game, and it was really cool. I'm gonna have a Bare Minimum coming up to where we talk about what she did.
The Bare Minimum.
But in a nutshell, she had an earpiece in her ear and was able to listen to the feeds from the artists.
Oh,
so
nice.
Starting with Green Day and through Brandy Carlisle, and then the one that was after, I can't think of his name, and until they got rushed off the field. But she was holding a big flag out there in the middle of the field, and it was like super awesome, cool, and it was a great experience for her.
Question. Okay, so you told us beforehand that she was on the field, but they had to get out.
Yeah, so they were very welcome in
game.
getting them on.
Yeah,
and then of course they couldn't stay for the game. So I guess their command post is at San Jose State. So those Spartans.
Okay. Yeah.
So she drove to San Jose State from Berkeley, and then they bussed her over to Levi. And then she did her thing, and then when they left, they bussed them back over to Sparty, San Jose Sparty, and then
get on the bus, get out.
Yeah, they gave him a sandwich and said, "Okay, go with God, get out of here." But I totally understand it with that sort of event, right? But it was a super cool. I have a cool picture of it's probably the show photo, by the way, but a super cool picture of Megan on the TV. She was on the TV for like 10, 15 minutes as a person behind the singer the entire time.
Merrifield.
The whole time. It was super awesome. Yeah, exactly. And she has a picture of her credential and a picture of their friends there and stuff. Nice. So it was really fun. So I'm really happy and proud of her for doing that. And and then for the Super Bowl, I did a pulled pork and it came out good. And that's about that. So
nice.
Mikey, this is great. This is awesome. This is the first time in a long time we're under well under an hour.
Under 7:30. Wow.
Yeah, and Mike showed up. I got him a double, and now he's on his way. And he's going to get back to his house before the torrential rain starts. I hope.
Seriously.
And I guess we'll be back next week probably with another show, depending on what happens.
Yeah,
I'm sure he will be. And it might be quick like this. Who knows?
Yeah.
And if you have anything to say, call the hotline 805-399
4WBS. Second Ring Troy.
And email the show. I'd be great. I know I told you guys that we're building up the Benton stuff.
Hello, Mr. Benton.
He's been sending me lots of things to pull clip-wise. Eventually I'll get to that. If you have anything to say about UCLA basketball, men's or women's, or UCLA football, email the show, whatsbruinshow@gmail.com. And
or baseball and softball, which is starting. Number one UCLA baseball, and oh God, what are they ranked? Softball is just killing it right now. But yeah, Megan Grant of the UCLA women's basketball team.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, she's back with the softball team. So yeah, spring sports are coming up.
Go Bruins!
I'm happy that UCLA won.
I'm happy that UCLA won.
Oh, there we go.
I like UCLA to win the game.
There we go. Very good. So, Mike, until next time, it's a short show. I apologize for the snafu at the beginning with the sound. Hopefully it'll never happen again. I'm going to put a note to myself on the desk here now to make sure I don't ever forget that again. Plug in the goddamn board, Jake. But other than that, Mike, what do we say? Go Bruins. Thank you.
Good evening.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
That was the What's Bruin Show.
Oh my God.
Try us tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's got to be in or out, Mom. In or out. Well, I need the door closed.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Dude, Rob, we play some ball on the West Coast.
The final word is boob.